Welcome back, everyone. Nicknlex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today, we're going to listen to some Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy is a band that, for me, checks all the boxes of what I love about music, what I love about rock slash metal. I mean, they are a hard rock band that slowly turned into like a heavy metal band through the 70s and then throughout the 80s and stuff. So this is a ballad, Still in Love with You from 1978, Life and Dangerous. And I'm super stoked to listen to this. Thin Lizzy, I've always had a soft spot for bands with twin guitars. I started with Iron Maiden. Judas Priest came afterwards, and other bands, And then I discovered through this channel bands like Thin Lizzy, Wishbone Ash, and countless others who have the harmony guitar going on, and it's just a beautiful thing that I really enjoy. With Thin Lizzy, we have the wonderful bass. We have Phil, what a great vocalist and musician of the bass, and great guitar players, and everything as a whole. This band is just very, very complete, and I love them. And thank you again, Nick, so much for taking me through the discovery of, really getting to know Thin Lizzy with the marathons. I think you were the one who sponsored the most marathons when it came to Thin Lizzy. So I really learned a lot, and I have a list here that I play, and I really, really love that band. So today we're going to listen to a ballad, and I just read through your email, and I'm going to read it here for the people. I wanted to thank you first, of course, for making this video possible through Buy Me a Coffee, for sponsoring the video. And I know you said that you would love Alexia to be in this. And unfortunately, usually when I open up these slots, they're just for me. But sometimes you make exceptions, but it is what it is. It's like, we are going to come back and do reactions, Alexia and I, solely for the channel and on Buy Me a Coffee requests and marathons. So because here you are. Hi, Nick, Lex, and Marley. Hope you are well. Nicky boy, I have a ballad for you and Lex to listen to, but it's the slot. The slot is only for you. So you basically bought the Music with Nick. Can you do me a favor and try to react with Lex? And she just left today for Spain. She is so adorable because she had a week. She got 8 days off at her job, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna visit mom. And that is, I mean, that's not an easy feat. That's her first time traveling all the way to Europe by herself, and she just said, hey, you know what, I want to go see your mom. And I would love to go see her as well, but I can't. I have stuff to do here, and but I'm gonna go see her in a couple of months. But it's just like, man, who does that? It's just like, I'm so thankful for her, and she's gonna take care of some stuff over there, and gonna see my mom and be with her, and it's so cool. So that is one reason. That's a reason that she's not in this video. Again, I don't want to be unfair, because a lot of people would love to have Alexia in the videos, but if it's a slot that is Nick, Music with Nick, it's just me. But I'm really, really thankful that you did mention her back, but I wanted to tell you her back is a lot better. That's why we're going to open up more requests. We're going to start doing marathons and stuff like that. It was more at the muscle. The muscle was the issue, that kind of like the muscle was moving her spine, and this wonderful worker, I don't know what she does. It's almost like magic, but she moves the muscle, and that way the bone gets put in the right position. And Alexia hasn't had back pain in a long time now, so it's a blessing. So, but you said here, if not, I totally understand because of her back issues. But it's basically because she's not here. She's not in the country. She's pretty much halfway to Munich. She's about 4.5 hours in, so the flight is 9.5 hours to Frankfurt, and then she's gonna fly. No, she's going to fly to Munich, and from Munich to Barcelona, and on her way back, Barcelona, Frankfurt, Denver. It's a direct flight. So the song is Still in Love with You from the Life and Dangerous Live album, 1978, by Thin Lizzy. The Live and Dangerous album was remixed in the studio afterwards, but nevertheless, it's a masterpiece. I believe you. You gave me the YouTube link. I'm going to use Spotify. It's just better quality because sometimes the video, when it uploads, it happens even to my videos. We try to film at least in 1080p because I don't like to film in 4K. Honestly, some people have like told us, why don't you film in 4K? It's almost like you need like to wear like a mask, you know, you have to apply like, you can just see anything. Like it's just so intrusive. Like I just don't like it. And you have to, every hair has to be straight. And so I don't like that. You know, I'm old school. I think 1080 is, I don't know. This is going to be maybe in 1080 or 720. I upload everything in 1080 and higher. And then when it goes through the whole mix, it loses a bit of quality. But 4K, I just don't want to do that. It's just like, you know, I don't want people to see my nose hairs or if I have a pimple or my pores. You know, it's just like it is what it is. You know, I'm comfortable with this, and but yeah, the quality when it comes to the music quality, I want to be on the A game. So yeah, this is it. So here we go with I know what this is the longest intro ever to a song, but hey, I wanted to tell you about Alexia. I wanted to tell you that right now I'm a bit, you know, I feel alone, you know, for the next 10 days I will be by myself, and we're usually always together. So it is kind of bizarre. It's a weird feeling. But you made my night, buddy. Thank you, Nick. And here we go with Still in Love with You live. Here we go. I'm going to pull it up right now while we listen to it. Have fun. If you like Thin Lizzy, subscribe to the channel. Watch the marathons. Give it a like. Thank to Nick. And if you can subscribe, you know, all the good stuff. Here we go. Let's pull it up here.
I think I'll fall to pieces if I don't find something else to do. This sadness, it never ceases. Oh, I'm still in love with you. And my head, it keeps on reeling. It's got me in a crazy spin. Oh, darling, 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 is this the end? I'm still in love with you.
Wow,
You know,
drumming.
some people out there are saying time has its way of healing. It can dry all the tears from your eyes. Oh, but darling, they don't tell you about this empty feeling. You know I can't disguise it. After all that we've been through, I try my best, but it's no use. Ooh, I'm gonna keep on loving you. help me see it through. I'm still in love with you, know.
God damn! Wow. Now I know why you wanted Alexia to hear it, but she'll hear it. I'll send it to her tomorrow. But I'm loving Alexia's. She's now so aware. Like, even I just noticed that when we went to see Dream Theater, she was so amazed by the solos, you know, of John Petrucci, and she was like really like air guitar playing and stuff like that. So, and I was like, I think it's time for her to listen to Yngwie Malmsteen, you know, like really like listen, you know, because I played it for her before and she was just like, well, you know, it's amazing, but I don't know what he's doing, you know, like kind of like that. And now she kind of like, she sees what's happening in her head on the fretboard, you know, and it's just, she loves it, you know, she loves like all this stuff. And a solo like this, of course, I'm sure she would totally dig, you know, and the whole vibe, you know. I love the bass line, man. Phil is such a great bass player, and here I pulled up their discography and I couldn't really pin down who was on the guitar. I mean, it says here that the so it says "Still in Love with You" is a song originally recorded by Thin Lizzy, because there's some cover Sade and stuff like that. The studio version was first released in '74 on Nightlife. That's what I wanted to see if I've heard this before. I don't think so, but hey, you know, I'm just gonna check.
Okay, guys.
Okay. There's a always when I pull up YouTube, I get the same video of this live video that I did one time. It kind of like it's like now the fault. Still in Love. Ah, okay. So it looks like I'd heard that version, but the studio version from Nightlife. So if you want to check it out, Nick, just type in Monday Marathon Thin Lizzy, and it's Alexia. Alexia's on the video. So yeah. So at least you can see her, reacting to the studio version. But I didn't remember. It's like it's been, how long has it been? Let's see. When did we do this? 30-minute. Wow, it's a marathon. It's a 30-minute marathon. We uploaded this 3 years ago. So yeah, it's kind of, sometimes it's hard to remember, So but yeah, so we do on this, just to give you the information, we do The Rocker, Still in Love with You, and Killer Without a Cause. So check it out, guys, everyone. Nick, check it out. But back to this. This was just, so it says here, so and went on to be a live favorite, showcasing the guitarists including Brian Robertson, Scott Gorham, Gary Moore, Snow White, and John Skies. Live versions were released on the album Live and Dangerous, Live, BBC Radio 1 Live in Concert, The Peel Sessions, and One Night Only. So the compositions, Phil, of course, but it says here, Gary Moore on guitar and Brian Downey on drums. Moore later said that the song was a combination of two pieces, Lynette's Still in Love with You and his I'll Help You See It Through, which he had been working on for some years. Moore left the band in the following month, and the song ended up being credited on Nightlife to Lynette alone. So what I wanted to know here, and it's a little bit kind of like hard to figure out here who played the solo, the two solos, of course. The then 17-year-old Robertson, because it says here, Still in Love with You was one of the demos that secured the group's contract with Phonogram's record in summer of '74, by which time Moore had been replaced by guitarist Brian Robertson and Scott Gorham. Manager Chris O'Donnell later said he lied to the representative, saying that Robertson, then age 17, played the solo instead of Moore. So it looks like, I don't know, that's kind of a little confusing if that's the album. I just wanted to know who plays the solo on this live version. If you can fill me in with with this question, I'd be really, really happy. I love that the solo was an improvisation. It was like, it felt bluesy, it felt romantic, it had the right notes. It was just a very cool solo with a lot of beautiful feeling, but also nice fast runs and some technical things and stuff. Just great. The first one and the second one. So I don't know if I want to know who played what, because I can't really pin down who did what, but let me know, guys. You are the pros. And I could look up on, I don't know, something, but let's get talking. Let's open up a dialogue. That's what I love about this. I love you guys filling in the blanks, So let me know who was on the guitar solos. And yeah, this was great. I love the lyrics. I had them pulled up. What I love about Phil is that he sings exactly like on the studio versions live. And it's just, what a band, that's something that for example, I've never heard. I've heard some ballads by Iron Maiden. I've heard some ballads by Judas Priest, Diamonds and Rust and stuff like that. But just, I guess, not even Judas Priest composition, but they can play slow. And I've heard some ballads like Remember Tomorrow from Iron Maiden and Children of the Damned, Number of the Beast. There is, on Killers, there's one which is called Prodigal Son. So they try, to implement softer stuff. Wasting Love, Wasted Years, very, very famous Iron Maiden song. But yeah, nothing quite like this, which is very romantic, and it's almost like, it's a very romantic like rock. You can't really call this heavy metal, but I know what they're capable of. So this was wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm gonna send it to Alexia, and like I said, you can watch Alexia react to the studio version. Maybe this solo, obviously because it's improvised, is a lot more dramatic and has a longer, playtime and everything. So I get it, but she's on her way to see my mom. I'm proud of her. This was not easy for her to like say, I'm gonna go to Europe by myself, as a woman by herself, to a place that she doesn't really know. Thankfully, she speaks the language, but it's still, it's still uncharted territory. We've been there, but I mean, not exactly like, we don't live there. So I'm just proud of her that she's doing what she's doing, and she's the best. Again, thank you so much, Nick, for sponsoring this. Thanks everybody for liking this. Let me know, where did you have you heard this version before? Have you seen them live? What do you think of Thin Lizzy? All that good stuff. Put it in the comment section. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next one.